And now, Leslie's Library.
Today we're on Don's channel. This is me and Mason. We're here for Leslie's Library, and this is going to be awesome. I'm going to tell a lot of stories, and you're going to get your mind blown, because my life's a little fucked up here recently. Actually, a lot here in the past 2 years. Hasn't even been recent, for fuck's sake. I'm having a lot of problems. I apologize for my sailor's mouth as well. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so... Mason, is there anything you want to say before we start?
I lost my phone.
Good way to start this.
Wonderful way to start this. But, do you need it before we go any further?
Nah.
Okay. Alright, so I've got a little story for you, and I guess Dalton, if he hasn't heard it, he's behind the camera right now. He can't really be seen or anything. So, I used to have two friends. They were alright, I guess. I didn't really know one of them, but the other one was really cool with me. We were in a sports team together, and we'll just call him for right now. And the other one's name was, God, what was his name? I don't know, I didn't like him that much, so I really didn't find it amusing to remember his name. But we'll call him Blondie, whatever, I don't care. So, I was an adventurous little girl, I guess you could say. I wanted to go out of the house, but I didn't want to go out of the house at a reasonable time. This is like 1 in the morning. So, you know, your girl hopped out the window. Are you sure? Okay. And so, I went down my dirt road. My dirt road's kind of long. It's like maybe 500 feet long. I ran down all the way to the end of the road, and then I hopped in Vader's car. So I was in the front seat, of course. All girls are, of course, in the passenger seat, totally where they're supposed to be. And the other dude was in the back. Well, I mean, I was super adventurous, actually, not gonna lie. And so the dude brings out some, and he was like, you want to hit this on the way to where we're going? And I was like, why not? Hey, I mean, I'm already committing a few crimes at the moment. Let's not go for another one. But I took it. I hit green, actually. It's been a while since I've hit green, and so I got really messed up. And then we like showed up at Walmart, and we were like, oh, let's go to the arts and crafts section, because you know we could make a lot of a mess up there at the arts and crafts section. We get there, and they have these giant tubs of colored glitter, like rainbow, like any color you can imagine. Like, I don't even care. Like, every color of the rainbow is on the shelf. And so you can just grab a big old tub like this big. It's huge. Just glitter everywhere. And so we screwed the tops off, and we peeked around the corner, and we chunked those hoes. Like, they were gone. Like, there was glitter everywhere. It was raining rainbow glitter flakes all over the video game section, the arts and crafts section, all over the women's and babies' clothes. I'm not gonna lie. We threw those things everywhere. And then we bolted, of course, like regular kids would do. We did not make it out of that store.
You okay, Mason?
Almost, but we did. And so, are you gonna throw up?
No, I was just thinking about like a teen mom rolling up to the kids section and just be like, huh, that's an interesting pattern.
And so we left there, and we sit in the car, and you know, the effects of the drugs are like actually hitting me, and I'm like, I want to go swing on a swing. I want to go slide down a slide. I was like, oh God. So I yelled at them, and I was like, I'm going to a park. I want to go to a park right now. Well, the only park that we knew about was this awesome little park we have up in the middle of town that used to have a fire truck at it, but it doesn't anymore. But right next to this park is a police station. And we didn't, like, think about it before we went there. And so we parked the car in the back, like, where you couldn't see it because it's a black car. We parked it in the shade. Well, we're sitting back in there, and then I had a little like iPhone 4 or 5 at this time. This is a few years ago. Like, I have an iPhone 8 now. This shit's old. But so I leave it in the car pocket, in the car door pocket. I leave it in the car door pocket, and I get out and I go play on the playset, right? I'm playing on this playset, and I'm like, my high ass is about to go up the wrong side of a slide. I'm gonna go up that slide. So in my socks and with my hands, I start trying to climb up this slide. Well, I kept slipping down, I kept falling and everything. So the Blondie was his name. That's what it was. His name was. And so
worse.
And so, I knew he had a girlfriend at the time and everything, so I didn't talk to him. I didn't even mess with him that much, but I was trying to go up the slide, and Bender was just sitting on a bench, and he was just sitting there. He was so gone. He was so out of it. But he comes to the top of the slide, and he's like, give me your hand, I'll just help you up the slide. And I was like, you know what, maybe he's a good guy for once, and I should have never trusted my instincts, because that was the worst part of my life ever. Because he pulled me up off of that slide, and pulled me on top of it, and kissed me, so I got up and I slapped him, and I was like, what the is wrong with you? And then I ran across this little kid's bridge that moved. I about fell because my fat ass cannot run. And then I made it halfway down the stairs, and I was yelling at Bender. I was like, Bender, kiss me. And he was like, I'm too high to carry. And I was like, you, whatever. And so then I sat there next to him, and we sat there for like 5 minutes. So I finally looked over at the car, and there were lights, there were like flashlights looking all up in the damn thing. I looked around and I was like, oh, that's a cop. I was like, awesome. So we have a cop searching our car. There was weed in just like maybe 5 minutes ago. We're all high as shit sitting on a playground we're not supposed to be at, basically trespassing at this point. Bert's just kissing me for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And now Bender's getting up. And Bert's just getting up and they're going to the car, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go with you guys, because, okay, we're all gonna go to the car, that's where we started at, yeah, whatever. No, Bender turns around and he's like, we go hide in a bush for like 30 minutes, and I was like, why?
What kind of Michael Myers is this?
I know, right? Like, I'm getting stuck out in the middle of my town, 20 miles away from my house. In a damn bush. Like, next to a Dollar General and a damn playground.
This ain't freaking Fortnite.
Yeah, Dollar General's closed, might I add. And
she was in a bush and it was just those two dudes. They were doing hand stuff.
Well, I didn't do it. They went up to the car. They didn't even touch me. And, like, so they went up to the car.
No, I mean the two dudes were doing hand stuff.
Oh. They were dealing with the car.
Continue.
Gangsto! Alright,
I'm in the cockpit, Joel.
So I can occasionally, like, peek out of the bush and around the corner. And I can see the cops. And I can see Bender and Birch and them, and they're all talking right there in front of the car. And I can keep peeking around the corner, and I can see it. And so, then another cop car pulls out, and I was like, alright, well, they're going to jail, and this is it. Alright, well, what do I do now? Alright, think. You're sitting in a bush. The only ride that you had home just got taken to jail. You're sitting next to a playground at a damn Dollar General that's closed. What do you do? Well, I counted to 30 minutes, 60 seconds in my head over and over until I got to 30. And I looked around the corner again, and everything was gone. The cop car was gone, his car was gone, the people were gone. And I was like,
It's the freaking
he
rapture.
left me!
It's the rapture.
I didn't even think he got arrested at this point. I was like, they let him go and he left me. I was enraged, whatever the word is.
Enraged?
I am lost at words. I was enraged. And, I screamed a little bit. And so, just because I was in shock and I wanted to make sure that they had left me, I went around this huge, complicated way so I didn't have to go through the park where the police would see me. I went around the trees and all this stuff. I went and I peeked a different way where I could see the car better. But I don't know why I did all this. I wasted so much time. There was nothing there. I saw nothing. So I go back down. I start going down the sidewalk in the middle of town down this road. I'm like, alright, well, looks like we're walking. Last resort. Let's go. So I'm walking down this road. And I'm just gently walking, you know, just walking. And then I start jogging a little bit. And I was like, alright, I'm in, like, the hood. Like, this sucks. There's a lot of bad shit that's going to happen to me if I don't, like, hurry up and get out of this part at least. And so, like, I'm jogging down. And, like, cars coming by. And I'm like, should I hide for the cars? Like, should I just ditch dive real quick and, like, stop this shit right now? Or should I, like, should I just keep walking like a regular person? I was like, I ditch dived every time. Every goddamn time a car came by, I was like, ah! Up into them bushes. I was getting the there. I was not letting anybody see me. I was going to get home. I was going to not get in trouble. Everything was going to be just fine by daylight, at least I hoped. but all of my dreams changed. I saw 3 black kids. And they went across the
What kind of dreams were you having?
No, I was
Was this
driving.
the great discovery?
No, they were awesome people. I just don't. I don't know their names. I don't know their names, so like I can only describe them how I know them. They were great people. They were amazing. Like 2 of them are 18, I think, and 1 of them is 15. I was 15 at the time, and so like I ran up to them, and I realized this was the wrong choice because they ran away from me. And so, like, I was like, all right, I gotta slow my roll. You can't just, like, run up to people. People get scared easily. This is how people work. All right, so I walked up to them slowly, gently, and I was like, I need a phone to help me.
Wait,
And
where's your phone? Like, what is
My
your
phone was in the car door pocket. Remember?
Oh.
Before I got out of the park,
Wait, they
I put
ditched
it-
you?
I put it in the car door. I didn't have my phone.
They took your phone?
I didn't have the car. I didn't have shit. That's why I was walking home, nigga.
Did you at least get the phone back?
That comes at the end of the
Those
story.
bastards.
Right, this story is so long.
Okay.
And
Wait,
so,
they come back for you?
it's also at the end of the story.
Listen, Mason.
That comes after I find my phone.
Did you, like, hitchhike?
Okay.
Listen.
So,
I have so many questions.
so like,
Shut up, Mason.
he's right. He has so many questions. And so, we're sitting there in the middle of the road, and I'm just talking to these people. I'm pleading with them. I'm like, do you have a phone? Do you have the time at least? I mean, I don't even know what time or day it is anymore. I've been so stressed out. I don't know what's
I've
happening.
been here for 30 years. I've been walking since the age of 80s. The last time I was in the real world, I was wearing leg warmers.
Save all questions till the end.
For real. And so they take out their phones and they're like, oh, I have no minutes. My time is military time. I can't tell it. And at the time, I'm like, I can't tell military time either. Like, fuck me, shit. All right. And so, like, so I'm like, is there anything, like, do y'all know of any stores that are open that are closed? Anything at all? Like, and whatever. And the 18-year-olds are like, all right, this bitch is sketch. Let's, I'm gonna leave her. And the 15-year-old dude was nice, and he was like, look, guys, I know she weird. I know she came out of nowhere, but we gotta help her. We're people. For sakes. Like, she's a people. And I was like,
a people.
so I was like, why'd y'all run away when I was coming at you guys earlier? And they were like, I thought your boyfriend was coming at you. I thought he was beating your ass. We didn't want to get our ass beaten either. Like, I was like, oh no, honey, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have nothing. I'm just a 15-year-old stuck in the middle of my town with nothing, trying to get home. High as f***, don't even know what the fuck's going on or what time it is.
Now I have so
Save
many
it.
questions.
Save it. Save
Okay.
it.
And so, I'm like, is there anything I can do? The 15-year-old's like, I can help you. Let's take her to WeedMan. And I was like, what the f***?
The
WeedMan?
I was like,
Kind of freaking.
WeedMan,
Now I
alright,
have a story.
let's go. Okay, so we walked through this complicated neighborhood all through Lancaster. Is it okay to say that?
It's cool. Nobody
Okay,
knows where we
Lancaster,
are.
alright.
Nobody cares.
Well, alright.
What is Lancaster?
All through Lancaster, yeah, for real. All through Lancaster up in the hood, bruh. And so, we walk up to the side of not the front of a house. Like, you know, you walk up the wonderful porch and the steps, you hear the front door, it's all gorgeous and shit, wonderful house. No, we come up to the side of a goddamn house. It's got one window in it, and thank God, these people are kind of rich, I guess. They have a screen over their window at least, jeez. But there's a purple.
Wait,
You were distracting me. No, they don't have a
That
window.
sounds
I didn't
like
see
a
the front of the
murderer's
house. Dude, it
house.
was trees in the side of a house.
Oh, that's Ted Bundy's house.
And so,
No.
and so I go up to the window. You can see the window. There's a hole in it, a perfectly cut hole in it. Like someone cut this motherfucker on purpose. There's light coming through it. So we walk up to the house. As we're walking up, the 15-year-old goes, "Hey, WeedMan, let me use your phone." I was like, "Oh my God, okay, here we go." And so, like, as soon as we stop walking and we're all right next to the window, a hand with a phone pops out of the window. Did no response. No response at all from this WeedMan. His hand just literally pops out of the window with a phone. And
Wait,
I was
like freaking thing from the Addams Family, just like whoop.
yes, like phone. Like, you
Phone,
need it here. Like, oh my God. And so,
It's just a hand.
I take the
There's no
phone.
weed man.
What if it's a bag of weed with a hand?
His whole face is a bag of weed.
A bag of weed, a bag of weed.
With all the
Continue.
bag of weed. But yeah. So then I called my dad and I was like, Dad, I'm in the middle of town. I started crying. I was bawling at this point. I was like, whatever, just let it out. And I'm dying and my dad's like, where the fuck are you? Like, oh my god, fuck. Like, oh, I cannot believe that you ran away. Like, oh my god. And so like, I was like, I'm coming. I'm coming. You stay right there. Blah, 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 blah. Go to the Dollar General where I can pick you up and all that stuff. And I was like, okay. So then they took me all the way back some other way to the Dollar General, not the same way I came, another way. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we stayed in front of the Dollar General for a little bit. My dad rolls in, and he jumps out of the car, and all these people are like, oh god, he's so mad, oh my god. So they back up a little bit, and I'm like, you have total all rights. He gets out of the car, he's like, get the car, bitch. And I was like, okay. And so he gets back in the car, and he goes up to them, and he's so pissed off, and I can tell. And his whole mood just changes. He just changes, he goes, thank you, thank you, thank you, all of them. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So I was sitting in the car, he gets back in the car, slams the door shut, and all the way home. There's no words.
Carrie.
There are no words at all being said during this whole car ride.
I bet not.
Didn't say anything.
You didn't tell him about WeedMan?
Got out of the car. Went up to my front door. I opened the door and my mom was she had her arms cut off.
Oh, she had the old-fashioned mom
She
cross
had like
arms?
that principal stance like,
Yeah, like
we need to talk,
like you're dead in a second, you little bitch. And so like she looked at me and she was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she hit me in the face. Right across the face, like both cheeks, hit both. Woof, right across the face, hit me hard. Left red marks. And she's like, you were on the couch for 2 months. And I was like, that is totally understandable. I would like to be at home on my couch for 2 months right now, okay? Because what I just went through, thank you for putting me. I was sitting there, I was like, thank you. I'm so glad to be home. Fuck this. It was horrible. And so I like sit on the couch for a few months, and then like 2 days go by, and my parents were like, wait a minute, where the hell is your phone? And I'm like, oh, my phone was in Bender's car, and they were like, you find some way to contact Bender right the fuck now so we can get that phone, because that phone cost $200. And I was like, okay. So I found my message.
You get a pigeon and you find it.
And so like, I got on their phones and I found a way to contact him. I contacted him and I was like, hey, like, do you have my phone or whatever? And he was like, no, it's not in my car. Like you're saying it's supposed to be. It's not in my car. And I was like, what the f do you mean? It was in your car, bro. Like, trust me, I know where I left it. And he was like, well, I found it. It was at the playground under the mulch. I can give it to you in your mailbox. And I was like, oh, you can't come up to the house? He goes, no, if I come up to the house, your dad's going to beat my ass. And I was like, you're right, you can leave it in the mailbox because I'm a nice person. My dad was like, make him come up to the house. I was like, no, I'm nice. You put it in the mailbox. I'll go get it later. And so I let him do that. I get the phone back. It's got no SIM card in it. I was like, what the f? And, you know, the other dude, not Bender, not the nice one, was the only one who had a phone exactly like mine. Bender had an Android. I had an iPhone. He had the exact same iPhone. He switched our SIM cards and then, like, used my T-Mobile account until we, like, canceled it off. And we were like, what the fuck? Oh my god. So we had to buy a new SIM card and everything. And then, like, after I got the new SIM card in, all of my messages and everything started showing up, right? But I look at my voicemails, and there's, like, a random voicemail in there, and it's from Bender. And I got 8 calls from Bender, and I was like, oh my god, what happened? So I listened to the voicemail. I got it on speaker where I can hear it all the way up. And he's sitting there in the car, and they're riding to his house. And he's like, the cops are following us right now, Leslie. I'm trying to get in contact with you. They made us go home, but they had to follow us home to make sure that we got home safely. And then I'm going to come pick you up. I'm going to come get you. I'm not going to just leave you there. That's fucked up. I told you 30 minutes. I'm sorry. It's going to be longer. I'm trying to, like, contact you, but I can't get in touch with you for some reason. And then he's like, I have to go back. I'm coming back to get you. And then he's like, oh, well, I can't go get her with you. And he's like, well, fine. Fine, I'll find a place to drop you off. Whatever. Fuck it. Just get out of the car. Okay, I have to go get her right now. Like, I have to go get her, and then like the thing cut off, and I just started crying. I was like, oh my god, if I would have stayed there, maybe this would have like panned out so differently. Like my parents wouldn't have even had to know. I wouldn't have even had to be on the couch for 2 months. I could have been home safely. Like what could have happened if I would have just stayed there, and I would have been like,
You wouldn't have met WeedMan.
I wouldn't have met WeedMan.
I want to meet this weed man.
And so
I want to see if he has a face.
I was sitting there and I was like, wow, like, what could have happened? And so, like, I was like, wow, this was crazy. I had so many turnouts, and I think I got the best turnout, to be honest, because being on the couch for 2 months really knocked some sense into me, because I did it like 8 other times after those 2 months.
It was like a freaking game.
Some people just don't change, I guess.
That's like a game. You got the good ending.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Alright, one of your questions.
Question time!
We'll take 5 questions.
5?
5 questions.
Alright, I gotta make this good. Okay.
5 questions!
That dude, he thought that, like, your boyfriend was chasing you, right?
They all thought my boyfriend was chasing me. They
You
all thought
see a girl.
They all thought my boyfriend was beating me and
You
chasing
see a
me.
girl running away from, like, this, like, dude who's just, like, beating the shit out of her.
There's no dude.
You're not gonna help her? You're gonna take her to WeedMan?
What's your...
So, like, that hole in the window, like, who cuts a hole in their window?
It was a perfect hole in the window.
Exactly.
He totally sells
That's a
drugs through this
glory
window.
But that's a glory hole.
They literally come up, they're like, how much a G? He like, blah, blah, G. They throw in money, he throw out weed. Like,
Wait,
how
you
does
think when he orders, like, pizza or chicken wings, he's like, go to the hole.
Like the pay the
make it
man?
fit.
But, like, Birch, like,
Is this your third question?
when he was like, yeah, when he was like, I ain't going back. Back to what? He ain't go to prison?
Back to the playground.
Oh, he wasn't going back for the fall.
He wasn't going. No, he wasn't. They weren't going back for. He didn't want to come back for me because the cops were still patrolling around the park. Yeah. Any more questions?
Why did you call your dad? Why didn't you call, like, Natalie?
Yeah.
No, Natalie.
Who's Natalie?
Fake name,
Nadia.
Leslie.
Nadia.
Fake name.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Natalie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like.
We met at band camp.
Natalie who?
We met at
No, I'm
church
sorry, I
camp.
know that. Yeah, I should
Anyway.
have called Natalie honestly because like,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't have been able to do anything either. She would have been. She would have just been sitting in her house. I should have called. Well, I didn't know Austin Shipson. I mean,
You
Damn
could've
it.
called.
I said his whole name.
Oh, since you're on the last
man.
name.
Alexander
Hamilton.
Girthy.
Girthy? Can you not come
Okay,
You don't
so-
know the rumors?
Last 2 questions.
Like, why not go back? Like, after the cops stopped following you?
The cops followed them all the way to their house to make sure that they were like there and safe. And so as soon as the cops they got there and then the cops turned around, they turned around and came out too. And the voicemail was them on the way back to get me.
Anything to say to the audience before we go?
I like telling stories. I have a lot more stories. Dalton's probably gonna post some of them, but my life's fucked up. I would not recommend doing the same things that I do. They're not like exactly the most like safe or good things to do. And Dalton here is one of my
I'm
best
not
friends,
saying so.
and you should subscribe and like his videos.
And come back.
because
And
They're awesome.
And come back to check out another book from Leslie's library.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah.